What's good, YouTube? Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy KayreeBaby back with another YouTube video. And today, I'm just gonna be expressing how good it feels to be single, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Be single, bro. Any dude out there that's young, around the age of 18 to about 24, stay single. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna give you 5 good reasons on why you should be single. Not saying that like you can't mess around, not saying that you can't vibe with other people and get you know what I'm saying, get energy from other people, but it is best for you to stay single, and I'm going to explain why. Number one, I ain't even gonna get to that yet. Shout out to everybody who subscribed to the channel. Shout out everybody who's listening to that new album, that new drop. I mean, not album, but single. I got 2 singles out right now on every platform. iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, whatever you can name, Deezer, iHeartRadio. One song is called Drowning and one song is called Nightlife. So if y'all go check that out on Spotify, YouTube Music, anything, I would highly appreciate it. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and boom, now I'm gonna get into reason number 1. Reason number 1 you should stay single is because you can focus on yourself, you can focus on your dream, you can focus on everything that you need. Like, a lot of times we get in relationships and sometimes we lose focus. We get distracted. We think about them. We think about what we're going to do with them, where we're going to go, what dates we're going to go on. Like, oh, she's not texting me. Or sometimes the girl's like, oh, he's not texting me. Da, 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 da. Like, what's she doing? Like, I'm going to call her. Like, it's just a lot of extra distractions that come from a relationship. Not saying that every relationship is a distraction, because you can have really positive relationships where y'all both being productive. But it comes to a point where when you're young, your mind kind of goes off of the rails. You'll start off on the rails when you're single, and then you'll get off the rails when you get into a relationship and you start to invest in that relationship. Because sometimes when you put a lot of time into something, you want to see you start to put your emotions into it as well. Like a job. You start working there for so long, after 2 years, you're going to start putting your emotions into it. So it's just the same with the relationship. But it's like, it's best for you to be single, especially when you're at the age of 18 and you growing up, is because you learning, you're able to take in a lot of information. Your body is in the best kind of shape, even if you're a bigger guy or anything like that. Like, even if you're probably 300 pounds, 400 pounds plus, you're still at a good age to where you can literally knock down all that weight. Or, you feel me, you can work out a lot. You have a lot of energy. You have a lot of testosterone. You have a lot of things you could be doing with your life other than trying to pursue and be in a relationship. Because women and even men, like if you're homosexual, women and men come and go. Just as much as friends do. They come and go. So just be prepared for that part of your life. Reason number 2, I would say be single. It's just because it is really relaxing. It's one of the most relaxing things ever, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm really happy that I get to chill alone. I get to be alone. I don't have to explain why I'm being alone either. You know, you don't have to explain to a girl why you just want to be alone. Why you just want to be by yourself. Why you just want to go out by yourself. You don't have to explain that. When you're in a relationship, what you got to do when you leave the house? Explain where you're going. Tell her where you're going. Not saying that you always have to, but it is a communication thing. Women always want to know where you are, who you're with, what you're doing. So me being single, I don't have to tell nobody anything. I can just go out and call my mom and let my mom know, yo, mom, I'm going to be here, da-da-da-da. Or my cousin, like, yo, da-da-da, I'm going to be here. Ooh, just make sure you check on me. Because you got to make sure your family check on you. But other than that, bro, when you're single, you can go to an amusement park all the way in fucking Ohio by yourself and not have to worry about nobody being like, oh, well, you haven't texted me all day. You haven't called me all day. Da, da, da. You went to Ohio without me. Da, da, da. Oh, I can't believe you would go somewhere. Like, people know all the extra things that come from relationships, bro. Just always arguing. Not every relationship you argue, but I'm just saying, there are certain things that you go through in relationships where it just brings extra stress. It brings extra problems. It brings extra stuff for no reason. You could just be doing something that you love to do, and that person just I guess they don't want you doing it, so they have a problem with it. So you get to relax, you get to chill, you get to take the load off. You don't have to always be attentive to someone else. You can be attentive to just you, to just what you want, to just your money, to just your goals. So that's the thing. Number 3, you save a lot of money. And I'm gonna be clear. Not every relationship you have to spend money on that person. And you know what I'm saying? It's just a difference. As a man, most of the time you're gonna spend a lot of fucking money. As a man, you're gonna spend a lot of money, bro. You're gonna spend money on that date. You're gonna spend money on clothes. You're gonna spend money on all types of extra stuff that may come in between your relationship and stuff like that. So you just gotta be prepared for that. As a man, any man in America or in Thailand, whether you're in Jamaica, you still have to be prepared to provide for your woman. And usually providing for your woman is financial providing. Not saying that your woman can't all put any money in. That's not what I'm saying. But most of the time, as men, we are the ones who provide. So you spend a lot of money in a relationship because you want to be generous sometimes. Not even just because you have to. You want to be generous. You want your girl to feel good. You buy her some flowers. You buy her some flowers, then you buy her a teddy bear. Then you feel me? You start to get it. You buy her a cover. She buys you something. She buy you a pair of shoes. You buy her a pair of shoes. It's just a fair trade of things that you spend money on. But it's like at the same time, you being single, you don't have to spend money on nobody. You don't have to spend money on a date. You don't have to. You know what I'm saying? You can spend time with yourself. You can go out with a friend and they pay their way, you pay your way. But that's different. When you're in a relationship, most of the time you're gonna be paying the way. Most of the time you're gonna be doing everything. Like it's little stuff like that where it's just like being single is better because, bro, you can literally go anywhere, bro. You can travel the world by yourself and not have to think about paying for someone else. Being responsible for how they get around and how you get around. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta have that. Keep that in mind. Because relationships are expensive. You gotta have money. You don't have money and y'all broke together and y'all grinding, then eventually one day when y'all get some money, and if you have more, she has more, y'all gonna be spending money. So it goes back to the same thing. Number 4. Number 4 is that you can have options. And I'm not saying you have to have sex with every woman that is your option or that likes you or that is into you. Don't do that. Don't do it. I'm trying to tell you, don't do it, bro. It will mess your mind up, mess your head up, and you won't know which woman you want. But having options is a good thing because you can be friends with multiple women. You can have hundreds of female friends. You know what I'm saying? You can have over 50 female friends and not have to explain to any of them why you have said friend. You can just hang out with a group of girls. Boom, you done hanging out with them. Boom, you can go to another group of girls. Boom, you hanging out with them. You can go hang out with the guys. Then go back to your group. You feel me? So it's a lot of different things you can do. You can have options. And what I mean by options is having, like, for example, say you like one girl a little bit, and then you like one other girl a lot. You don't have to tell either one how much you like them. You could just talk to them and see which one is feeling you more, which one is liking you more. And you don't even have to commit. You don't have to commit yourself to them or that relationship. You're just able to see where they at and where their mindset is. You know what I'm saying? So you get a lot of finding out where people's emotions are towards you. You get to figure out how much they like you, how much they care about you, how much time are they trying to spend with you. So when you have these options, you can kind of see which one of my options is really liking me, is really taking a liking to me, is really supporting me, is really loving towards me, is really trying to get to know who I am as a person. You get to see that when you are single because you are not committing to anything or anyone. So when you're single, you can be like, okay, you can vibe with 5 or 6 different girls. That don't mean you have to be sleeping with them or dating with them or anything like that or intimate with them. But I'm just saying you can have a select amount of women or men if you go that way. If you go that way, you can have your options and you don't have to play the field. You don't have to be playing the fiddle while you're doing it. You can just be vibing, just doing it, getting energy, seeing where it's at, and you can experience a lot of different people. That's the best part about being single. You can experience other people without it being anything extra, unless you bring that extra. And don't bring that extra. And I'm gonna tell you why. Reason number 5. Reason number 5, being single is good for you finding a way out of lust. And when I say this, I mean lust is a strong desire for something that you want. But lust can in friendships and relationships, even in platonic relationships, lust can creep in and can throw everything off. When you are single, you can actually see if someone really loves you, they care for you, or if they are lusting for you. And it's a difference. Someone wanting to love you, they're not always wanting to fuck. They're not always wanting to just kiss you. They're not always wanting to be intimate. They just love being around you. They just love seeing you. They're happy anytime they can see, whether it's 30 minutes to an hour, whether it's a minute, whether it's an hour to 2 hours. They get to see you and they just get to feel on you and they just get to be around you. You know what I'm saying? That is love. They're spending money on you real quick. You know what I'm saying? They'll go out with you anytime, any day, anything you want, they'll do with you. That's love. But lust, and not saying lust can be secretive too. Lust can do the same thing. But lust will always have something to do with sex. And you don't want to always have a relationship that is only driven by sex. Sex does make relationships better, and sex does make relationships stronger. Sex can bring you and a person closer, but lusting for someone is not the same as loving someone while having sex. You can lust for somebody and have sex with them, yes, but that don't mean anything because y'all just lusting. Y'all don't really want, y'all like the idea of each other. Y'all don't like the reality that you both have to face when y'all are together. That's the difference. When you lust for somebody, you don't really see them for who they are. You see them for what you want. You see them for what you want. You don't see them for who they are. You struggle with seeing them for who they are because your sexual energy towards them is so strong, you can't seem to love them. That's why you may get it really emotional, highly emotional when you're not getting what you want because you're so lust. You're in such of a mind state of lust that you can't get rid of the thought that they may say no sometimes. So you have to be aware of that. Just know love and lust are two different things. If somebody loves you, they won't be frustrated at the things you say no to. They would just be like, okay, he said no, boom, it's nothing. Like they won't look at it as, oh, what you mean? What you feeling somebody else? What you talking to somebody else? That's only a person who lusting for you will say so, will do things, will accuse you of trying to. They will try and accuse you of doing things that you haven't done, or persuade you into believing that this is what you do, and that's wrong. Anybody out there lusting, make sure you watch your energy. Put love into it. Stop trying so quickly to get somebody to fall into your wrath of sexual energy. Try and look outside of the sex and try to see who this person really is. And if I can actually live around, be in this person's space, be in this person's skin without there being any extra expectations put on their life. Because a lot of people in relationships come with expectations. So you want to take away the expectations by loving them and letting God put them in your life in the right times and right spaces. If that makes sense. That is the end of the video. I just wanted to give y'all a little insight on why I think it's best to be single. I love y'all. I care about y'all. Anybody who loves watching my videos and shares my videos, I thank you so much because I'm only at 100 subscribers right now. But eventually I'll be at 1,000. That's the goal by, I would say, February 2023. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if y'all can do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell on that notification button, and then hit a like if you like this video, and comment down below what you're thinking. Just let me know. Let me know what y'all thinking. Let me know if I hit some spots, if I hit some points, because I always want to know feedback. So thank you. KayreeBaby out for the banger.